making it harder to edit.
Watch out for the burrs. And that's a beautiful looking tire. Got a little tread left on here, so go ahead and pull that off. Bead's already broke, so it's brand new lube.
Just a soap and water combination. Get you by.
At our shop, we actually use mineral spirits.
Softens the tire, helps it slip right over.
Oh yeah.
I'd go the other way so the heavy part will flippy slip.
Those snow dumps there comes off. Nice retread. Oh, this one's been retreaded twice too. Maybe that's what the issue is.
Oops.
Outer bead off. And there's your tire.
Told you didn't need a nub.
My policy, anytime that I put a different tire on, that I go ahead and change the valve stem.
A lot of places feel the same way. New tire, new stem.
Pull the valve stem out. That one looked like the seal was broke. This will look good. Got one of these long valve stems to put on here, so this being an inner wheel, it'll be easier to get out. Put on in there, washer, nut on. Tighten her down. That's it. Alright, here's the important thing. If you look at the valve stem right now, you'll never be able to get an air gauge on it. The wheel will actually be facing up this way, but you'll never be able to get a tire gauge on there. So what you have to do is just kick the valve stem, bend her over so you can get to it. If you don't, you won't be able to put air into it or check it later on. Go ahead and lube up the new tire. What is that big water? Now when putting the wheel on, take small bites, jam your foot every time while it's tire light around the rim.
The important thing is keep the opposite foot so you're not just walking the tire around the rim.
You drop the tire down into the drop center on the wheel here, then you can walk it around.
Walk it out, walk it out. Unless the tire's black and the bus is yellow. Black and yellow, black and yellow.
Black and yellow. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and air this up in our safety cage now.
I'll just demonstrate the core for those of you.
Alright. This is a core removal tool. There's your valve core, the valve that lets air in and out.
So you need that cheater tank, you think it'll grab a bead? It did.
Alright, while we got the wheel off, we're also going to look at the brakes here, and I can obviously see that the pads right here are really thick. I'm trying to poke my head in there and see the inside one. Can't see it, but I'm just going to assume that it's nice like this one. Unless you have a dragging caliper, that would be bad, but whatever. Ooh, look at the cross members up there from damage from that tire that came off. Yeah, I'll have to repair that.
And the mud flap that it tore off.
Tore it right off in half, too.
Right off.
Bart.
You got that number dose? Yeah, I wouldn't hammer down on it. Hurt its feelings. Over tighten them.
Alright, so go ahead and roll the tire over and put it on. It's also important that we want to line up the hand holes. So we have 10 holes here. If you're one off, you won't be able to reach in and get the back valve stem if you need to check it. Also, you want to put the valve stem, the first one, right in front of the older one, or the one in the back. So we try and put it kind of across. Across. There we go. Get her on there. So bottom valve stem is here, top one is up there, lined up. Alright, we'll go ahead and zip on these outer lug nuts.
You guys remember Craig from the dump truck.
Alright, the proper thing to do would be to put a torque wrench on these, after we tighten them up. But I don't have a torque wrench, so I just do it by feel and tighten it down with the gun. You should use a torque wrench.
Seasoned expert knows what he's doing. Tighten hundreds of thousands of lug nuts.
Alright, the last thing I'm going to do is go ahead and check the air pressure on all the other tires. And that one's good. The rears are at 95. What I'm going to actually do is replace these old valve caps with what these are called. They're called flow-through caps, or V2B. And what they do is they replace having to put a cap on, and you can go ahead and check the air, but this is still a cap to be put on. It seals dirt out. So it's kind of the best of both worlds. It's like you can just check it and not have to remove any cap. It's still a cap. So you zap that cap on, and you can still check your air pressure.
I want to say thanks to our friends that let us use their facility and equipment here. We can make this video possible.